Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. Welcome. For those of you that are new, you may also want to check out my main tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess, where I do have a bunch of other pick your card readings posted for you guys. For those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box where you can send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services that I do provide. So today's pick your card reading is going to be one that is a little bit more, I would say, shadow work focused. And our question today is, what illusions are you breaking out of, or ones that spirit, higher self, your ancestors are trying to help you to move through? Okay, so you can look at it as either way. Ones that you're kind of coming out of, ones that your spirit guide is or trying to help you to kind of move out of. Okay, so we're going to see what comes through. We do have 3 piles. If you do feel drawn to more than one, that is perfectly okay for this reading. So pile number 1, we have this card here, which says Awaken Creativity, and that is with this Phosphosiderite, I believe, Phosphosiderite crystal. That is going to be for pile number 1. So what illusions are you breaking out of, or ones that your spirit guides are trying to help you to see through? Okay, so for pile 2, we have Overcome Adversity with this one here. And that is going to be with this Amethyst. And then pile number 3, we have this one here, which says Love Lessons. And that is with this Caribbean blue Calcite for pile number 3. Okay, now illusions may be something, you know, that we can definitely get stuck in, certain beliefs or things of way of seeing certain things in our life. So illusions can happen in many different areas of our life, and more or less it is about us focusing on healing certain aspects of ourselves, doing the shadow work, doing the inner child healing to help us to get out of whatever that illusion is that might be blocking us in some way, hindering our growth, hindering our soul's path, our journey, discovering ourselves, or even, you know, something that could be limiting us from our fullest potential, or even experiencing certain things that bring us joy or happiness or fulfillment, abundance, love, so many different things that these illusions, and for all of you, they're going to be very different, right? We all have different illusions that we might kind of keep ourselves stuck in depending on the experiences that we've had, the traumas that we've gone through. So just kind of keep that in mind here as well. So because it is a general reading, only take what fits for you. If something feels like it's not really vibing, you can go ahead and try to choose a different pile or check out one of the other readings that I do also have posted. Okay, so what illusions are you breaking out of? We're going to see what comes through pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Timestamps are down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that resonated with the Awaken Creativity card and the Phosphosiderite, I think that's how you say it, Phosphosiderite crystal here, this is going to be your reading. So we're finding out today what illusions are you breaking out of. And for those of you that don't really know what illusions, these can be any, say, like false beliefs or limiting beliefs that are not real. They're not true. They're ones that are keeping us potentially blocked from seeing things clearly, or even changing or shifting certain perspectives that we have. So we're going to start off, actually I'm going to start off by pulling 2 of these cards here, and we'll start with, I kind of want to look at all of the energy together as a whole. So let's just do that. I'm going to pull a couple of these. And we started with creativity. So this may even be illusions that you have surrounding, let's just say, like if you say to yourself, oh, I'm not a creative person, or I feel blocked. When we have blocked creativity or even certain illusions surrounding our creative energy, it can be affecting the way that we think about ourselves, the way that we feel about ourselves. the creativity is going to be connected into the feminine energy. Okay, so there can even be, maybe even, it could be deeper than that, in which there are blockages surrounding the feminine. Okay, so we'll just see what comes through for pile number 1, Spirit. What illusions is pile number 1 breaking out of, or ones that their spirit guides, ancestors, higher self, spirit team is trying to help them to break out of for pile number 1? What are the illusions? What are the illusions at pile 1? Okay, so we have fulfillment. Fulfillment. What else for pile 1, Spirit? Illusions. We have faith. Okay. Let's pull some tarot. I'm going to pull 2 from this deck here. Let's see. What are the illusions for pile number 1? Are they breaking out of? We've got the 6 of Cups. We have the 7 of Swords. Okay, so the one thing that I am kind of getting here, okay, this is going to be a very specific message. It may only be for one of you, so only take it if it resonates. But I'm feeling, okay, so I love that. We have the Devil in reverse, which is basically being able to break free out of the illusion. So I'm noticing, first off, we have this 6 of Cups card here, and there is these 4 little monsters that are sitting at the table together. The 6 of Cups is about healing. It's about our past. It could be about childhood. But what I'm noticing is that there's this one monster that's sitting here in this chair that has its back to the card. But all these other 3 little monsters here are looking at him, or it, looking at the monster, staring at it. This kind of gives me this impression here that for some of you, there could be something from childhood that you may have gone through. Now, this could be potentially trauma. But this, almost when I'm looking at this little picture here, it kind of reminds me of feeling a feeling of not belonging, a feeling of feeling different, maybe even excluded, like having people or friends exclude you out of things, or you know what I'm saying, like just feeling shut out, feeling abandoned, feeling of not belonging, not feeling like you fit in with people. Because I'm also seeing the 7 of Swords energy here too. And if you look at the 7 of Swords can be about fears, scattered thinking. The 7 of Swords can create an illusion. And if you notice this card here, there's this little, I don't even know what it is, back here with 2 little pins inside of its heart. And then the other little guy here is running away with these other pins. So it's kind of like the 7 of Swords is a card of deception, of trickery, of something that's being taken away. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. But either way, this is something that's involving your creative energy. You know, so like if any of you have gone through childhood, I don't know, maybe bullying, or not feeling like you fit in during childhood, or you were different, or you were singled out, maybe even having people run away from you or avoid you, like I said, not included, because this does look like he's sitting here by himself in the corner, or this other person is like taking these pins and just kind of like walking away. So this makes me feel like a sense of abandonment or isolation even for some of you. Because even with this Faith card here, I'm noticing that she's sitting by herself. you know? So it makes me kind of feel that you are someone who may have lost faith in people. Some of you with the Seven of Swords energy, this can also talk about betrayal. Feeling betrayed in some way. So, I mean, some of you, it could have taken your faith away in people, and it doesn't even need to be childhood. The Six of Cups is talking about past. So this could even be partners that you've had, family members, loved ones, people that were close to you, people who that you were close to, that you did love, because I'm noticing there's 2 cups back here in the picture and also a heart. So, and then the number 6 here is connected into the Lover's card. And that really can be about anyone that's really close to you. Friends, it could be romantic partners. But this makes me feel that some of you may have been deceived in the past, betrayed in the past. Somebody who wasn't honest, something that took your faith away. And I feel like in humanity, in people, in friends, you could have been someone who was lied to. But the devil energy is an illusion. Okay? The devil is an illusion. And the devil energy can bring about a lot of fears, a lot of doubts, a lot of insecurities, a lot of self-limiting beliefs, a lot of attachment, codependency, addictions. And so with the devil in reverse, this is a good thing. This is freedom. This is you being able to release that. And I feel like some of you, these things that you could have gone through could have also very much wounded your heart. Okay, I'm feeling for some of you it is a friend or a romantic partner. It could be a family member too, but I'm feeling, looking at those 2 little cups that are there with the heart, I feel like it was somebody that you may have loved, you may have cared for, somebody that just, I feel like took the faith away that you've had, took the trust away. And so, you know, the illusion that we create surrounding this type of circumstance could be one that we feel like, okay, well, I can never trust anybody anymore. Or everyone is bad. Everyone's out to hurt me. Everyone's out to get me. And being that it is with the creative energy, like I said, for the feminine, it could have been something that really affected your feminine energy as well. You know, creating blocks within your creativity, you know, having certain fears about being able to express yourself or to even be different, right? Being different from someone else and accepting of that. So this makes me feel like a lot of anxiety, avoidance of other people running away from you, or you feeling the need to run away from others or be away from others, almost like you felt like it couldn't be settled, right? Losing faith, maybe spending a lot of time alone or feeling like you needed to separate yourself even from people, you know, shutting friends out, people out. So it could have been something that definitely took your faith away, which of course, if you're feeling like this, it's going to take our sense of fulfillment away, right? No matter what we try to do, we feel like, okay, this isn't making me happy. I don't know how to fix this. Let's see what else. What illusions is pile number 1 breaking out of? Or that your spirit guides are trying to help you, assist you with breaking out of, seeing through. We have the Page of Wands. Okay, so that is a lot of creative energy. So maybe for some of you, it's learning how to reignite your passion for creative, for allowing yourself to express yourself creatively. You know, the Six of Cups is about childhood or child. So it can even be reconnecting into your inner child, you know, learning to connect back in with it. And I'm seeing the Three of Swords energy here. This can be heartache, pain, suffering, betrayal. Justice. I like that. Because with justice here, justice is about bringing about karmic balance, order. I'm feeling a lot of lessons that you've learned here as well from these experiences that you've gone through. What illusions is pile number 1 breaking out of? The 9 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles. I'm feeling another one here is scarcity. Okay, the illusion of scarcity. Meaning that you could feel, even having to do with like finances, like your money, afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. You know, the Page of Wands is all about exploring. It's about discovery. It's about adventure, excitement, passion, pursuing your passions in life. You know? And the 7 of Swords definitely brings about fears, but, you know, the illusion of fear for whatever reason. Let's clarify this a little bit, actually. Let's go back to this one. Why is the 7 of Swords here? The Queen of Cups. Yeah, these can even be illusions because the Queen of Cups is also this energy that is very creative, very intuitive. So I'm feeling like a lot of it, you know, with the intuition, with the creativity, a lot of that is around your feminine energy. Pile 1. I feel like this is you learning to have more faith and more trust again, right? You're learning that even if there has been some things that you've gone through in the past, that these no longer have to be illusions that you have to keep yourself stuck in. That it's because the devil, like I said, it is an illusion. And we have that illusion of being trapped, oppressed, stuck, bound to something or to someone, even if it's our own fear, our own insecurities, our own doubts in ourselves and our abilities. And if you look at this Queen of Cups, you know, she's got her little guitar here. She's singing, right? She's singing. She's got her little cup of tea or coffee or something here. She looks like she's got on her best outfit, you know, free to express herself however she wants to. Look at the outfit she's wearing, her little shoes. Like she's herself and she doesn't care. You know, who's around, who hears her. So yeah, to me, because the Queen is also feminine energy. So yeah, I'm feeling it was a lot of the illusions that you had around your feminine. You're around your feminine energy, you know? So maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what you went through. I'm seeing with the 3 of Swords here, this is coming in right underneath the 6 of Cups. So this could have definitely been some type of childhood pain or trauma or past experience that you've gone through that caused heartache here, you know? And if someone did betray you in some way, like I said, a friend, a romantic partner, you know, you could have been long stuck in a place where you're like, I want justice, I want justice, I want justice, and like wanting, you know, to see what a person had done to you, like what kind of karma were they gonna get, you know? And sometimes we can become so fixated on just that we end up suffering, you know, because more than focusing on healing, right? We're focusing, okay, well, what's going to happen to this other person? When is justice going to be served? You know? The universe doesn't miss anything. The universe does not miss a thing when it comes to justice. Right? Justice is handed out. Handed out. It may not be what we have in mind, right, as justice for something that someone has done to us, but the universe does not miss, does not forget your address. karma does not forget your address wherever you're at, you know? So yeah, to me, this is a lot of the illusions that were surrounding the energy of the feminine. And a lot of that is tied into your creative energy. So as you're working on healing here, your past, I'm seeing this beautiful energy here. Another one I'm seeing is codependency, attachment, which to me, because the feminine energy that's here, the feminine energy is self-sufficient, right? Self-sufficient, meaning that you're strong on your own, you know? You can stand on your own. You don't need anyone to make you feel complete or to make you whole. It's like you're finding that within inside of yourself. So I feel like a lot of the illusion that you could also be breaking yourself out of is the feeling that I need someone in order to make me feel complete. Because you're, with this Queen of Cups energy, like you're learning to just be and do your own thing. Be yourself and not apologize for it, you know? Just like she's here singing up into the sky, wearing whatever she wants, you know, wearing her hair however she wants. She doesn't care, you know? She's singing out here. Yeah, and I feel many of you may have also been, and you may still be, you know, with the Queen of Cups energy. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing energy, very sweet, very kind, very compassionate, very sensitive. And I feel for many of you that kindness may have been something that was taken advantage of by some people. Why is the Seven of Swords here? The World, yeah. So this is one chapter I feel like the Spirit's like helping you to break out of, to close. And look at that. We've got the ending and the beginning here. Okay? It's like this is the cycle that you're closing here. This illusion right here. With that. Closing a karmic cycle for many of you. You know, the illusion that you had been stuck in may, for many of you, may have lasted a while with Justice here. But this is you closing this karmic cycle. Many of you could be healing your family line, you know. So yeah, I'm feeling out the illusion surrounding your independence, your abundance, maybe even love here. But a lot of it around the energy of the feminine. You know, why is the Devil here in reverse, Spirit? Why is the Devil here in reverse? The Hermit, yeah. And it's not without you having taken the time to really work on your healing. Okay? The Hermit is where we are on a soul's journey and we are on a quest, discovering ourselves and who we are. You know? Why is the Six of Cups here? Eight of Wands. This could have even been something that was said to you in the past. Something that was communicated to you that made you feel. Nine of Wands. Some of you have gone through a lot. Whoa. I'm going to take this High Priestess, and then we've got the Moon energy in reverse. So the Moon is about our subconscious mind. Okay? Subconscious mind. Some of you with the Lovers, like I said, number 6, the Lovers. So it could be a romantic partner. It could be a loved one, somebody that was close to you. Okay? Someone that hurt you, though. And that wound, right, is something that created could have created attachment, codependency, the illusion of feeling, oh, you know what, maybe I'm never going to find love again. You know, all those things that keep us stuck, you know, without, I feel like looking at this Hermit here, without an identity. And the Hermit is where we find ourselves, right? Looking at this Queen, she found herself. She found herself. right? And that's what you're on the path of doing here, is you're having like kind of like this veil of illusion lifted for you to discover who it is you truly are, right? Even look at the high priestess, you know? The high priestess is definitely talking about wisdom and knowledge. So to me, it's like the veil in a way of illusion that was surrounding your intuition. This is also feminine energy. The moon is feminine energy. The Queen of Cups, the feminine. The Like I said, it's to me it's all feminine. Okay? So many of you could have had like suppressed feminine energy, blocked feminine energy, which was affecting your creative energy, affecting your intuition, right? The moon energy is about fears, insecurities, anxiety, clouded judgment, blocked intuition, not being able to trust ourselves anymore, right? Because if you have been someone who's been lied to or cheated on or betrayed, or, how would someone deceive you in some way, it does something to us, right? Subconsciously. Planting those seeds of doubt in our mind where we feel like it's starting to affect everything, right? How we feel about abundance, how we feel about connecting with new people for love, it makes us lose faith, right? The Nine of Wands is also a card of resilience. To me, this is you gaining your power back. The moon energy in reverse is bringing all of those subconscious fears and insecurities and worries and doubts and bringing them to light so you could release them and heal them, healing the subconscious, right? Where all those illusions are kept, because that's what the moon is, an illusion, right? This little witch is walking down the path with her little lobster here, and the moon is taking on this image of a scary wolf, right? And she's walking down this dark little path here and looking at the moon, and she's afraid, right? The moon is like kind of confusing her and making her feel like, oh, maybe it's not safe. Maybe you shouldn't come this way, right? So the moon it's like it's in a way it kind of plays tricks in our mind, right? The subconscious, the shadow. But she sees, right? She knows, her intuition is telling her, no, it's an illusion. Keep going. We're going to grandma's house, right? So, yeah, to me, this is a lot of the illusions that were surrounding the feminine energy. Could be so many different things: fears, insecurities. Some of you, like I said, betrayal, lies, somebody who has hurt you, even if it's a parent, a friend. We could have even friends from childhood, from grade school, who hurt us, or, like, let's just say if we were super artistic and like to draw and like to paint and all of these things when we're a child, and it's like you have somebody who says something mean to you in school, and, oh, you don't know how to paint, you don't know how to draw, and you just stop. You just stop doing it. You stop being creative because people are going to laugh at you. People are going to make fun of you. People aren't going to accept you. They already think you're weird enough already, right? They think you're odd. That's how I felt when I was young. I felt so different, And yeah, so it makes me feel like it was something for some of you. It's like you're discovering all of this Page of Wands energy, which is your infinite creative potential that you have within inside of yourself that may have been so kind of like covered up with the illusion here of fear, maybe anxiety, that it's restoring your faith within inside of yourself so that you are able to do what you want to do, sing whatever song you want to sing, dress how you want to dress, express yourself how you want to, so that you are able to find fulfillment in your life, right? You're able to find fulfillment because you no longer have that illusion that's surrounding you. And those of you that feel like, okay, well, I'm still working on this right now, right? This can be addressing whatever those fears and insecurities are in the back of your mind and bringing them to the surface. Sometimes there's some stuff that's there that's real deep, right? Hidden so deep. in that moon energy, because this is all suppressed feelings and emotions. So we're bringing these things to the surface. So some of you might even notice that there's spirit reminding you, and it could be through dreams, it could be through remembering something from your past. And the reason that those things are coming up is spirit is saying, okay, it's time to purge, it's time to clear, right? Not again for us to kind of obsess over something or someone from our past as it comes up. It's the subconscious mind reminding us, hey, this wound is still here. It needs your attention. It needs your nurturing. It needs your love, so that we can heal and release this and get back to being whole again. Okay. So yeah, I would say those of you that kind of still feel like, okay, yeah, I'm still kind of stuck in the illusion right now, the Hermit is your way out. Okay. The Hermit is sometimes a little bit of a dark place. We have to explore our shadow. We have to see why certain things are there, why we react the way we do to certain things that we're going through or have gone through. There is no shortcuts, right? With doing shadow work, with inner child healing, with the healing process. The Hermit is about us going through the darkness to find the light. Finding the light within you again and not being afraid of that. You know, facing our shadows sometimes can be a little scary, a little tricky, right? It can be a lot of painful things in there that we don't want to relive. We don't want to kind of bring up again. But in order for us to remove ourselves out of that illusion, we have to face the shadow. We have to face the ego. We have to face all of these things that we need to clear and heal, right? So that we can connect back into ourself and our creativity and our intuition and kind of bring life back into ourselves again and get excited, right, about pursuing our passions in life and not being afraid of, you know, failure or, you know, something not working out or feeling disappointed. It's about us believing in ourselves again. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here for you, pile number 1. So I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that chose this card here, it says overcome adversity and this amethyst, okay? So the first thing that I'm just kind of intuitively feeling with overcoming adversity and the illusion surrounding it is that I feel for some of you that feel like you're going through some pretty challenging situations in your life, that the illusion here could be that I am not able to, how do I say this? Kind of like when, okay, let's say we're facing an obstacle, right? And the illusion, let's just say that the whole facing this obstacle is like a daunting process. And we're feeling like, I don't know how I'm going to face this. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this. So the illusion being that that obstacle is too big. It is too big and we cannot make it through it, right? So I feel like the illusion surrounding your ability to actually understand you can overcome adversity, right? Because sometimes we feel like this is too challenging, this is too hard, and that adversity could be anything in our life, right? It could be with our love life, it could be with following a career path that we want. So instead of being able to face that challenge and that obstacle, the adversity head on, we throw in the towel, we give up, right? Which of course could be because of other things that, you know, other fears, insecurities, doubts that we might have in our mind. But it's your whole ability to be able to perceive yourself as someone who does have the capacity to overcome the adversity that you're facing, instead of saying, you know what, here, this is too hard, forget it, I don't want to do it. Right? Where we give up. Okay? So I want to see what comes through with your tarot. And I'm actually going to pull some oracle cards for you first. And we'll see what illusions are you breaking out of. And illusions are definitely something that is part of us doing shadow work. Right? Facing whatever those illusions are, the ones that we've created in our minds because of our past experiences, traumas, as a way, maybe, you know, of the ego protecting us. So let's see here for pile number 2, Spirit. What illusions is pile number 2 breaking out of? Or is there spirit guides, spirit team, ancestors, guardian angels, higher self trying to help pile number 2 break out of? What are the illusions that pile 2 has? Okay, so we've got clarity and the fairy tale. Okay. So looking at this here, this makes me feel like your ability to tell truth from illusion. Okay. How to be able to perceive things clearly, because clearly we can be stuck, right, in a fairy tale in our mind. Sometimes, right? Sometimes. Well, so we'll see what comes through the tarot to see how this is connecting in. But that's kind of what I'm seeing right off the bat. Clarity and the fairy tale. To me, that's truth and illusion. Let's see. Pile number 2. Okay, so what illusions is pile number 2 breaking out of? Queen of Swords. Look at that. That is truth right there. Right? The Queen of Swords is I like to think of her as a BS detector. She is someone who is able to see truth, speak truth, find truth. What illusion is pile number 2 breaking out of? You know, the Queen of Swords is clarity. Right there. She is clarity. The 3 of Swords. Okay. So for many of you, this can have to do with romantic relationships. Okay. The World. And then we've also got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So many of you, this could be healing from abandonment. Wounds surrounding abandonment. Not being able to accept rejection. Or being able to overcome that feeling of despair that you feel or have felt in the past with someone who has shut you out. And that doesn't even necessarily need to be a romantic partner either. It can be a friend, a family member. With the Queen of Wands at the bottom, I'm feeling that it is something that affected your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth. This 5 of Pentacles energy here, we have this little Sasquatch that feels left out by these other people over here who probably didn't even care to invite him or shut him out because he was different, right? So there's this feeling of isolation here in the 5 of Pentacles. He feels sad, right? He's not included here, or he's been shut out by them. So the 5 of Pentacles, yes, it can be abandonment. It can be a feeling of despair, emptiness, void. And like I said, for many of you, it could have been happening through heartache, pain, a breakup. The World energy is about a painful something that came to an end here. So, you know, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse is about being able to overcome this feeling, maybe of rejection, of abandonment that you may have felt here, right? So it's kind of like if there's someone in your life, in your past, who has been, let's just say, not pulling their weight in a romantic relationship, right? And you know that there was this feeling of emptiness that you felt in it, because some of you, it could be a person who was treating you this way, who was ghosting you, who was abandoning you, who was rejecting you. Or it could even be that you were in a friendship, in a relationship, at a job that made you feel lack, which is what this is, scarcity, right? So if you were in a, let's just say, in a relationship and you were feeling this way, right? You're then able to tell, the illusion here, right, is that maybe this is love. Maybe this is love, right? Is this how love is supposed to feel? Empty? Black? right? Nothing here. So to me, it's kind of separating you from you seeing through the fairy tale, the rainbows and unicorns and sparkles and glitter and all the stuff that is an illusion, right? And you're able to see here as the Queen of Swords what the truth is about your job, about your relationship, about your friendship. It's kind of like you're able to see and be honest with yourself, right? Because the Queen of Swords is also about honesty, right? So when you are being met with these challenges, even if they are financial ones, right? Because the Five of Swords can be a whole vibe where we feel that we're not abundant and that we're not going to ever be able to be abundant, right? We can carry this energy with us of lack, of scarcity. Doesn't matter what area of our life it is, right? This feeling of lack is an illusion. It is, right? So we can then, right? Because with that, the Three of Swords can happen not only with relationships and pain and stuff like that, but this can also be disappointment that we feel, right? That does take our confidence away from pursuing what our dreams are and keeping us open to opportunities, right? And having the willpower with the Chariot to go after them, to stay focused on what we want, right? Because if we're feeling this Five of Pentacles, we can think that this dream that we have of pursuing a passion in life or a goal that we have in mind or other opportunities in love or other opportunities for creating abundance and wealth for ourselves is not possible, right? So then all of this goes out the window and we stay in this Five of Pentacles energy, right? So it's like Spirit's showing you here, this is the illusion. Lack is the illusion. Lack is the illusion. And so we can bring that with the world energy here to an end, to a close, right? To then have the confidence to say, you know what? I am the Queen of Wands. And this is my wish, whatever that is, because for you, all of you, it's going to be very different. This is my wish. And I'm going to show the universe that I am open and receptive to whatever that is, new love, money, career, finances, and I'm going to have the courage and the willpower and the drive within myself to get in this Chariot, and I'm going to focus my intention on where I'm going. I'm going to come up with a plan here with the King of Swords, right? Write it all down. And these are the steps that I'm going to take to follow this plan, right? To follow my destiny. I now have the clarity to see through that don't have to hold on and attach myself to certain things that are not making me feel that I am enough or that I am worthy or that what this person is giving to me, which is not enough for me, that I have to hold on to that. Why? Because I'm deserving of more. I'm deserving of happiness and joy, and I can see that now, right? With this Ace of Swords is the breakthrough. It's that aha moment, the moment of clarity where we can feel comfortable enough to step outside of the comfort zone, right? To open ourselves up to abundance, especially to change, to making changes in our life instead of holding on to this Five of Pentacles. That's the illusion, right? So you're able to separate that, again, truth from illusion, to overcome the adversity that you're facing, even if it is this feeling of lack, right? This is what you're moving beyond. This is what you're closing this cycle here with that. So let's pull some more tarot here for pile number 2, Spirit. What illusions are they breaking out of, or is their spirit team helping them? The Five of Cups. Okay, the Five of Cups is some pretty heavy energy, pretty heart heavy. It can be depression, it could be sadness, it can be a feeling of hopelessness. Feeling hopeless, feeling challenged. So instead of being able to continue to move forward, we stay here. right? We feel despair and sadness. I'm going to stay this way forever. I'm not going to heal. I'm not going to be able to have new love. I'm not going to be able to have abundance. I'm not going to have all those things, right? We're feeling super, super sad here with the Five of Cups, right? He kind of looks like he's a little distraught here, right? This is too painful. This is too much. This hurts. This, all of these things that we're going through, right? Let's see what else. We've got the Six of Wands. Yeah, the Six of Wands energy is a card of victory, of success, of achievements, of gaining recognition, of other people recognizing us. We've got the Queen of Wands energy here. I'm feeling for some of you this may even go into the illusion of needing validation from others. Seeking validation from others of our worthiness. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like with the Queen of Wands energy here, it's like you're bringing this cycle, this illusion of lack and hopelessness to an end. That's an illusion that's making you feel that it's not possible for you to have what you dream of. Sure, it may not necessarily be, say, like with the person that you want it to be with, but it's Spirit showing you here that you feeling this feeling of lack is the illusion, and you need to be able to see through that, right? To be able to plant the seed for something new, change the story, right? Especially if you have been someone who's gone through, bad breakups, awful friendships, any type of adversity that you faced, is like showing you here that if you embody this energy of the Queen of Wands, it is possible for you to create the life that you wish, what you desire, by planting the seed for something new, right? Not from a place of lack, but from a place of, I know what I want, I know what I desire. We'll say that better. I know what I desire, and I know what I'm worthy of, and it is not lack. It is not lack. Okay? So the Queen of Wands is on a mission to pursue whatever it is that she desires, and she knows she's going to get it, right? The Queen, with the overcome adversity here, when the Queen of Wands is facing adversity, she has a go-getter type of mentality. This energy is unstoppable. This energy is about standing your ground, not backing down with what it is that you truly desire here. If it's love, if it's an opportunity to create more wealth, more abundance, okay, that's what I'm seeing here. So what else do I want to do? I want to see what else is here. Okay, so what else, Spirit, for pile number 2? What illusions are they breaking out of? Invoking the divine. To me, this is trusting in your spirit team. It is no longer feeling separate, right? The illusion that you're alone could be one, right? The illusion of I'm alone. I'm alone in this. I don't have anybody. No one is here for me, right? My spirit guides are not helping me. I'm hopeless. I can't change my situation. I can't get out of this. I can't heal this. I'm forever destined to a life of misery and pain and suffering, right? That's where Spirit is saying this is the illusion that you're breaking yourself out of. Okay? And those of you that feel like, okay, I'm not there yet, and I'm not there yet, then this is, we've got the Three of Swords right here. This is healing. And for many of you, it could be healing an abandonment wound. It could be healing and working on building up your confidence again, your self-esteem. It can also be your ability to start to begin to see what truth is and separating that from illusion. Right? Not creating or living in a fairy tale or in a fantasy, but real clarity, and then asking your spirit guides. Okay? Your spirit team is always there to help you, to assist you, to guide you. It's about us also asking for help, right? Asking our spirit team to show us, the way or what is best for us. We just have to be open to receiving those messages, right? They're going to come through our dreams. They're going to come through signs and synchronicities. Spirit will sometimes send us number synchronicities of warning us about certain things, warning us about certain people, wanting us to pay extra close attention. So especially if you're seeing number synchronicities, symbols, signs, hearing messages in the dreams, through animals, through nature, that is Spirit communicating with you. Okay? And if you don't know what they're trying to say right away, write it down. Right? Because they could be kind of sending you little messages here and there that you're meant to kind of put together. Right? And to kind of decipher what it is that they're trying to either tell you, warn you about, even a specific person, that you could have in your life, or a certain situation that you need to pay extra close attention to. Okay? So what I want to do, I want to look at this Three of Swords energy and the world. Why is the Three of Swords here? We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is Spirit saying here that whatever this pain is, which is going to be different for all of you, pain or disappointment, suffering, right? That could have been something that brought in clouded energy for you. A lack of clarity, right? The Hermit. Yeah, could have made you feel something very lost, alone. I'm feeling one of the illusions here is feeling alone as you're facing adversity. Feeling alone. Feeling like you don't have anyone when you're going through whatever it is that you're going through. Because with the Hermit energy, we can definitely feel lost. We can definitely feel lost. But the Hermit energy is the soul's journey. It is a spiritual quest. It is discovering who we are. It is healing. It is moving through our darkness, moving through all of this pain to find the light within ourselves again. There are no shortcuts, just like I told Pile No. 1. There are no shortcuts when it comes to healing, when it comes to shadow work. There's no magic button to push to get over an ex. There's no magic button to heal trauma, right? Pain, heartache, distress, anything that we're feeling here. But with the Devil energy here, this is an illusion. Okay? This is an illusion right here. The Devil can bring about a lot of fears, insecurities, attachments to certain people, certain connections. The Devil is an illusion, right? Keeps us obsessed. It keeps us attached. It keeps us codependent. It keeps us feeling insecure, feeling doubt, fears, self-limiting beliefs, addictions. Okay. Let's see why the World energy is here. King of Pentacles. Yeah, so some of you, this could very well have to do with like a relationship that ended and not being able to heal it, or feeling like you can't heal it. You can't let the person go. You can't move on. Even if it wasn't something that was super long term, it could have been a person that you dated that ghosted you, or a parent who made you feel like your needs were not being met in some way. You know, some of you, it could be truly taking the time to find out who you are on a soul level and discovering who you are, what it is that you really want to do, who you want to become, what career path you want to follow, right? And the only way that we find that is through the Hermit energy. Self-reflection, introspection. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's see why this Five of Cups is here. Why is the Five of Cups here, Spirit? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so some of you can have to do with career, connecting with others, money, finances, opening your own business, running your own business. Yeah, I feel many of you, it is going to be discovering who you are, right? The fears and insecurities that are blocking you from, or creating an illusion, right? That what you're thinking or what you want to do or what you dream about even is something that is not possible for you, you know? And this is Spirit kind of helping you to break out of that illusion. That we've got transformation here with the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. So it's all of these heavy feelings and emotions with the Five of Cups that are feelings of, like I said, pain, grief, sadness, loss, disappointment, feeling hopeless, that you are transforming here, right? Because this isn't really you. This isn't really you. It's the illusion that we're stuck in, right? That we're stuck in a place of pain or suffering that we're going through. And it's Spirit's wanting you to see in a way that you can overcome it, right? You can. You don't have to keep yourself stuck in it. And that's the illusion, is that we're stuck here. Things aren't going to improve. Things aren't going to get better. Okay. So yeah, I'm feeling for many of you, especially if you feel like you're still working on it, that Queen of Wands, of course, and the Hermit, you know, is really going to be a space that really helps you. Building up your self-esteem, building up your confidence, awakening creativity within you. Getting more grounded. Being able to tell, again, the truth from illusion, even with regard to your thoughts, right? If you're more stuck in a place of fear-based thinking, we can recognize that as an illusion, right? It's not really who you are. It's just a fear. It's just an insecurity. That could be something that is sabotaging in a way, right? So that's where Spirit's saying here is, I mean, I'm looking at how she's also holding this little, I don't know what is, a crystal ball here with this other person here. So maybe that can even be surrounding yourself with people, you know, having supportive friends around you, maybe even somebody to give you guidance or to be honest with you and straight out, to be the Queen of Swords for you, to step in to say, hey, you're not seeing this situation clearly. You're not seeing yourself clearly. So somebody could even be coming in to be, you know, non-judgmental towards you, to give you advice here, to hear you out, to hear what you have to say. I mean, that could even be going to a therapist, you know, talking about your feelings, expressing them, getting it all out, and going through your own personal transformation here. Okay. So that is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. pile 3. So those of you that resonated with this card here, it says love lessons and the Caribbean blue calcite. So with love lessons, I mean, of course, this could have anything to do with illusions that you have surrounding your love life, which could go into many different directions, unworthiness to unconditional love. It could be some painful things that you've gone through in your past that have been very challenging when it does come to your love life. It doesn't even have to be romantic in nature. It could be illusions you have surrounding your ability to open yourself up and be vulnerable. That can be with family members, that can be with friends. It could be affecting or manifested into your life in different ways. But this is essentially speaking of lessons of the heart. Okay, so I want to see what illusions are you breaking out of, or for some of you, it could even be ones that your spirit guides are trying to help you, to assist you with breaking yourself out of when it comes. And maybe for some of you, it does have to do with love. We will pull some more cards though. And let's see, pile number 3, what illusions are you breaking out of? Okay, so we have beautiful. Okay, so yeah, this one here does make me feel like feelings of unworthiness. Not feeling good enough, not loving yourself, not feeling good enough, something that's affecting your self-esteem, your self-worth. It could even be your body, okay? Something that you feel in your eyes may not be perfect. You know, that can even go into, with that type of thing, that can go into emotional, mental health. Okay, and certain disorders. Let's see what else. What illusions are you breaking out of? Pile number 3. Goddess. Look at that. Goddess and beautiful with love lessons. So yeah, to me this is an illusion that's surrounding maybe your self-image. Okay, how you perceive yourself, or how you even think other people perceive you in terms of your body, your physical appearance. To me, this is more or less the illusion surrounding you not being able to accept yourself as you are, who you are, for what you are. And, you know, if we don't love and accept ourselves, you know, it makes it difficult for other people, you know, to maybe even love us. Because if we don't feel that way about ourselves, you know, it can create a lot of triggers, a lot of connecting with people who also may have low self-esteem or self-image. Okay, so yeah, these are 2 really beautiful energies, goddess and beautiful with love. Maybe for some of you, it's an illusion surrounding knowing what your worth is, knowing what your value is as a person, you know? Okay, so let's look at the tarot and see what is coming through for you. But yeah, that makes me feel like illusions surrounding your self-image in the way that you view yourself. Maybe acceptance. Maybe even finding yourself trying to gain acceptance from others. Okay, so what illusions is pile number 3 breaking out of? The 2 of Pentacles. The Hermit. I'm feeling for some of you isolating yourself. Not being comfortable in your own skin. Shutting people out. Look at how this 2 of Pentacles person here is all covered up in bandages. All covered up here. And then even in this Hermit card, this person is wearing this, or this, there's a ghost here. There's a ghost, but I'm seeing it as a person who's kind of put a sheet over themselves. Because the Hermit is an energy of discovering the self, a spiritual quest, a spiritual journey. To me, this is illusion surrounding your identity, discovering who you are and falling in love with that, loving yourself first. What illusions is pile number 3 breaking out of, right? No longer feeling like you have to hide. The 5 of Swords. This is negative self-talk. The 5 of Swords is about winning and losing, or a feeling of defeat. You know, some of you may have some insecurities here. It almost looks like to me like I'm imagining them having a conversation here with this energy that's here. And it's like these two little birds are gossiping and talking about this bird. And this bird has its own thoughts and opinions about those birds. So it's like this conflict here. And for some of you, it could be conflict with others, or even like conflict with inside of yourself, your own inner dialogue. Like being mean to yourself, your own thoughts, being mean to yourself. You know, looking at yourself in the mirror and just like, ugh, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with that. I wish this was better. I wish this was bigger. I wish this was smaller. I wish all these different things, right? I think we all do that at some point in our life, where we pick ourselves apart and are very hard on ourselves. You know, I know it happens with males too, but I know especially for females, we can be really hard on ourselves. Really, really hard on ourselves. But yeah, this to me is illusion surrounding your self-image, your identity. The Hierophant here is about our beliefs. Okay, our beliefs. And to me, this is the self. The self, because the Hermit is the self. It is solitude. It is introspection, reflection. Like I said, it kind of looks to me like they're hiding. They're hiding here. Okay, so let's see what else. I mean, that can even come from you, something, I don't know why. I'm kind of getting for some of you, it could even be like feeling like you cannot be yourself in front of certain people. Like almost like if people are trying to change you, or you're feeling like you have to be someone else in order to people please. You know, and I feel like this makes me feel for some of you that the insecurities could be so deep that you almost have to create a false sense of self just to feel like you have to fit in. And that may, for some of you, have happened for so long that you've forgotten who you truly are, because you've built up so many of these different images of self that were not truly you. And it's like now we're trying to like, okay, pile 3, where is the real you? You know? Where are you? Who are you with the Hermit? That's what you're trying to discover here, or you're needing to discover, right? Let's see. What illusions is pile number 3 breaking out of? at that. The Empress. I mean, this Empress, she's not the usual Empress that we normally see on the tarot, but, you know, she's feeling fabulous. She's got her gown on. She's got her lipstick on. She's got her fancy glasses on. And the Empress really is about you loving yourself just as you are, right? And of course, in the way that we see other Empress cards depicted, it's like this beautiful, or what we would see as a beautiful person, right? Everything's perfect and all of these things. So yeah, to me, this is about you really learning to love yourself as you are. So it makes me feel that some of you might have, I don't know what I want to call them, just some body, accepting your body. Okay? Learning to love yourself just as you are, no longer feeling like you have to hide. Whether that's hiding behind huge, big, baggy, loose clothing, or covering up certain things that you don't like about yourself. To me, it's about you seeing yourself as a goddess or a god or a god, but about finding that true beauty from within side of the self, right? And I feel like with the love lessons here, before you love anyone else, it's about you learning to love you. You learning to love you. Let's see, what illusions is pile number 3 breaking out of? Whoa. That's messy. Hold on, guys. Is it just one? Okay. So we've got the 6 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and then I think I dropped one on the floor, so we'll see what that one is. And then look who's at the bottom again, the Hermit. Okay, so this is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Well, first off, I'm noticing that she has a bunch of scars. You know, she has a bunch of scars here. It just makes me feel like with the energy that's here, and of course these scars don't have to be ones that are physical. They could be internal, right? They could be internal wounds. Internal wounds that you have, that you hurt, or that you have that are kind of in a way manifesting on the outside, right? She looks like she's looking down, and she's looking like she's judging herself. Yeah, so I feel like it's beliefs that you have. The illusions are the beliefs that you have about yourself, and maybe the way that other people view you or see you as, and a lot of it has to do with your feminine energy here. You know, that could be worthiness of love. The Empress is a symbol of beauty, of sensuality, of fertility, passion, growth, manifestation, abundance, right? So if we're feeling pretty low in our feminine energy, we've got blocked creativity. Our intuition could become blocked. We don't feel like we're worthy of love. We don't feel like we're worthy of abundance, right? It can affect us in many different ways. And then the 3 of Pentacles energy here. See, even like in this 3 of Presents here, which is 3 of Pentacles, I'm seeing this little guy here, and it's like he's all wrapped up like a present. Like I'm seeing this in a way kind of symbolically because of the energy that's coming through here, that I don't know, I'm kind of feeling, because this is love lessons here, that maybe for some of you there's a lot of wounds or a lot of trauma that you've gone through that hasn't been addressed, right? So I look at this little mummy here, and he's all bandaged up, but then there's this gift box that's on top of it, over it. So it's kind of like I'm trying to look and feel better on the outside, but on the inside, I'm hurt. I'm wounded. You know? And this person who's wheelbarrowing the presents here is like not even paying attention. You know, almost like he's trying to show, like, hey, I'm valuable too. Take me, put me in the wagon. You know? It makes me feel for some of you like you're not being seen. Like part of this is about you learning what your worth and your value is, and not feeling like you also need to have that validated by another person as well. Because some of you could even be in connections where a person doesn't see you. But I feel like what you have to ask yourself first is, do you see you? Do you love you? The Empress is about nurturing, love, and we have to first love ourselves, right? Before we can expect someone else to love us, if we can't even love ourselves, right? We can't expect someone to fix us and to love us if we can't love us. The Seven of Pentacles energy here in reverse is, some of you may not necessarily be, you could be looking for love. Like, I want love. I want genuine, true love. But I feel like the illusion that you're starting to begin, maybe some of you are starting to realize that in order for you to match the vibration, the frequency of the love that you're truly deserving of, is you have to go within inside of yourself and heal and love you first. You got to love you first. Because with the Seven of Pentacles energy in reverse, this is a lack of patience. It could be a lack of patience that we have, maybe when it comes to love situations. It can also be when we lack the commitment and the nurturing. And it may be that we nurture other people, we give other people love, but we're not getting that in return, is kind of what I'm seeing with this. Because to me, this looks like he's passing him right by. He's not even acknowledging he's there. You know? It gives me that vibe that it's kind of like you're trying to be seen, and you're wanting to be seen, and you're wanting to be loved. But then first needing to find that within inside of yourself. And that can totally come from, like, I want love, but deep down inside, I feel unworthy of it. Right? So that's the energy that we're holding on to. So if we're holding on to that energy there, what do you think we're going to attract? More of that feeling of potentially not being enough. Not being enough. Okay. The Hermit at the bottom. Okay, so what do I want to... So I feel like with this, like I was telling pile 1 and pile 2, you know, some of you could be having that illusion that you're starting to see, like, wow, I'm starting to work on myself now. I'm starting to work on myself. I'm starting to care for myself and starting to accept those parts of myself that maybe I wasn't able to accept in the past, and starting to love them, love myself, nurture myself, change my beliefs, discover who I am as a person, what my needs really are when it comes to love, instead of trying to give myself to people who are not even seeing me. You know, people that talk behind my back, or people who are not even in alignment with me. Trying to constantly maintain balance with connections and people that don't even appreciate you. You know, so many of you could really be like doing a lot of this inner healing and reflection, and it's like, wow, this light bulb moment's happening for you where you're just like, wow, the more that I love myself and the more that I focus on me and caring for myself and learning to love myself completely, it's starting to shift things for me. Right? So I feel like many of you, yes, you're doing a lot of inner work and starting to feel beautiful or handsome or worthy, and starting to shift and change into rebuilding, right? Taking a look at what your current beliefs are and values are and saying, okay, this is not helping me anymore, thinking like this about myself. Right? I got to get that out of here and start focusing on embodying the energy of the Empress, which is beauty, which is unconditional love, which literally is a goddess, right? The Empress is a goddess. Rebuilding. Many of you are working towards rebuilding the self, getting rid of the self-sabotaging thoughts, insecurities, feeling the need to hide yourself or not loving yourself or certain parts of you. Yeah. You know, you could have even been a victim to other people bullying you or making fun of you. You could have struggled with weight issues, certain disorders. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's look at what this Five of Swords energy is here. Three of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity, right? So many of you, like I said, you're recognizing that as you shift and change your energy, you breaking yourself out of the illusion of unworthiness to love, or the illusion that you had surrounding your identity, who you are as a person, feeling beautiful, all of these different things, right? That you're recognizing that the more that you put into yourself, the more that you nurture you, this is something that other people are beginning to recognize. Like, wow, look at pile 3. Like, something's different about them. Something's different. Your energy feels different, right? You start to give off a very different vibration in the Empress energy. You start to attract different people. You're attracted to different people, and you're also attracting them in. Can even be changing your relationship with money, with abundance. No longer feeling like I'm struggling here with money and finances, but more into the Empress energy where I am abundant. Look at that. Look at how this little Three of Pentacles, he's like, ta-da! With all his little pentacle money bags stacked up here. You know? The Three of Pentacles is about laying a solid foundation, right? Building things. The Six of Pentacles is reciprocity. So it's kind of like many of you are learning, right? And you're ready, right? To break yourself out of that illusion of love and loving yourself. Why is the Five of Swords here? Seven of Cups, that's the illusion right there. The illusion. Yeah, I feel for many of you too at the Six of Pentacles, it's about equal give and take with people, right? You may be learning that, oh, well, if this person's not seeing me, I should just keep trying and trying and trying until they do. Or we can say, I'm going to pull back my energy and no longer invest into people who are unworthy of the love that I have to give. I'm going to give to people in which that love is something that is reciprocated, because taking anything less than that is beneath what the energy of the Empress is deserving of. Okay, so many of you, it is recognizing your worth. Seeing that within inside of yourself so that you begin to see through the illusion of somebody who tries to give you less than what you are deserving of. Even if it is a boss who's paying you less than you're worth, you know, and you're saying, hold on a second, I can go take myself to a different job and they will pay me more. Right? All of that connected into this Empress. And also the Six of Swords is a card of transition. You know, it is moving away from this Five of Swords right there. Many of you are leaving that whole illusion behind. And the Six of Swords is about moving towards calm energy, right? And that could even be moving away from people who bring nothing but stress and drama around you, jealousy, jealous people. It could even be healing jealousy within inside of you. Being judgmental, right? You can have people that are jealous and judgmental of you, and you can also take on that same energy, right? Being jealous of other people, gossipy about other people. So Six of Swords is about moving away from that, transitioning past that stage in your life where you feel like you need to look at others and judge others and be jealous of others, where it's more like you're looking at yourself and say, hold on a second, I have nothing to be jealous about. I am beautiful. I don't need to be jealous of this person or that person or, you know. And it could very well happen, right? We can take on that shadow aspect of self. If we don't feel good about ourselves, we can start projecting that onto others. Right? Where we feel like we've lived in someone else's, like a friend's shadow, a sibling's shadow, and we weren't good enough because it was all about this sibling or all about this person being so accomplished and so this and so that. And it kind of like puts us, we feel like the black sheep, right? The odd man out in the family unit. So many of you may have also felt that way too, right? Feeling like I can't feel comfortable. I have to just not be myself. And this is where you're learning how to break free and out of that illusion of sabotaging the self, feeling like you could give to people in unbalanced situations. You're giving too much. You can also be the person who takes too much and just have people give to you and give to you and give to you and give to you, and you give nothing in return, right? Or it could be complete opposite. You're the person who's always giving and not having people even see you, right? That's another illusion I feel like you're breaking out of too, is to see, all right, well, if I keep giving to this person and I'm showing them this is who I am, here I am, and they're just like, not open to it. Like, this is when you decide, okay, I'm not investing my time and energy here anymore. That's enough. I'm too good for that. I'm too good for that, right? Pile 3 is too good for that. Pile 3 is a beautiful, literally beautiful goddess here, right? In this feminine energy. So even regardless of what your gender is, right? This is only the energy here. This is our feminine energy. We all have it within inside of us. It's about you feeling good about you and knowing what you're deserving of. And yes, it may go through some painful love lessons where people that come into your life teach you and they're going to give you less, right, than what you're deserving of. How long do you keep yourself in that situation? right? How long do you keep yourself stuck in that illusion that, oh, I guess this is all this person is giving to me, so I guess I should take it because it's better than nothing. No, this is when you pop that bubble of an illusion to say, I deserve better, I deserve more. And if you're not going to give me more, then away you go. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone with the Hermit energy. Okay? So that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.